Hurricane Milton made a deadly impact, slamming into Florida's west coast, killing more than a dozen people.
Here we take a look at body cam footage here from the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office of an in-house rescue. You can see here the home there flooded with water so high people have to tie a rope around their bodies just to wade through all that water there.
And this is just 2 weeks after another hurricane caused significant damage from Florida up to the Carolinas. As residents recover from the devastation, the federal government is working overtime to provide back-to-back relief.
News Channel 9 Shakai Spikes tells us about how a federal agency is teaming up with a local agency to help affected areas. Shakai.
The United Way of Greater Chattanooga is partnering with more than 70 local nonprofits to support Hurricane Helene and Milton victims. FEMA has also deployed more than 1,000 personnel in North Carolina and thousands more across the Southeast.
As you know, it's going to take years for a lot of these communities to rebuild.
The United Way of Greater Chattanooga is supporting Hurricane Helene and Milton victims, which are crucial for long-term rebuilding efforts.
And so for us, it's about making sure that those on the ground have the resources they need.
Although monetary donations aren't the only form of donations that they give to those in need.
A lot of water was sent to our neighbors in North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, even East Tennessee. There were diapers, formula, a lot of resources that were sent there.
United Way of Greater Chattanooga coordinates with over 70 local nonprofits and emphasizes centralizing resources.
We had quite a few corporate partners here in town who were actually collecting donations, and those are going to be coordinated to be sent to areas that are looking for assistance.
Volunteers are advised to use platforms like Tennessee Serves to find organized opportunities rather than self-deploying.
The first line of volunteers are usually the most qualified volunteers, where they've been trained in a moment of crisis, and their specific stringent training that they've gone through. And so they're usually first out the door.
On the other hand, FEMA is also providing relief to Hurricane Helene and Milton victims.
FEMA has urban search and rescue teams that are deployed right now, and they work in close coordination with state emergency management and first responders at the local level.
FEMA spokesperson John Mills and United Way of Greater Chattanooga Director of Marketing and Communications Nikki Savani encourages victims to reach out if they need help. Kim?
Shakai, thank you. Rebecca Marshall with the American Red Cross tells us they have deployed 2,000 personnel to help with overall relief efforts. This includes 10 volunteers from Tennessee to help with recovery from Hurricane Milton. Here in the volunteer state, Marshall also shares the organization has 2 shelters open in both Carter and Johnson County. And she explains they have emergency response teams driving all over East Tennessee, delivering meals and other support items.